Thank you guys for tuning in, and today we're in Coeur, Idaho, and we're gonna do Tubbs Trail. It's only a 2-mile hike, and it goes around a little bit of a peninsula right along the lake. Beautiful view, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So Tubbs Hill is located right downtown in Coeur, Idaho, next to the Coeur Resort. That's that tall building off to the right that you just saw there. And there's a parking lot right here, so 1 hour for $1. That's not bad. I recommend doing 3 hours because you're going to do the hike, which will take on average about an hour to complete. It's 2 miles, but you're going to be stopping quite a bit to take pictures. And you also want to enjoy the park while you're here. The park's actually fairly large with basketball courts, volleyball, a big play set area for the kids to run around in. So you want to, after you're done with the hike, you kind of want to take a break and enjoy the park. It's a beautiful setting here. On the Spokane Historical website here, they have a really nice article about Tubbs Hill and how this gentleman by the name of Tony Tubbs, he was a German-born individual, and he was a landowner, hotel owner, and justice of the peace back in the 1800s. But he had ownership of the land. He bought this land, and it traded hands quite a bit. I'm not going to go into the whole article, but what's kind of cool is check out the photos down here below of just what it was like back then. You got guys on their canoe with little top hats and nice little suits. Just a interesting time from what it is today. So all we did was maybe go about 20 yards and we're already getting fantastic views. That's my boy Dominic there. But you can just see these backdrops, of the docks out here, just gorgeous views. And you can see it down below here, kind of pan down towards the trail. It's a moderate trail, nothing too aggressive unless you go off the sides here to look at some of the beaches and stuff that you have to crawl over a little bit of rock. But for the most part, the trail is really smooth, really nice. There's some parts that are muddy, and I'll kind of show you along the trail where that is, so you just have a little heads up ahead of time. And there's just a gorgeous view of the Coeur Resort there. And I was really enjoying this wave breaker here. This kind of looks like a big dock right there. You see that going across the lake. It just prevents the water from getting too aggressive and going towards the boats and pushing the boats around too much. But it had this big fat chain on here that was holding it down. And I just loved it, and it just looked great for photography. I had to admit, when I saw this person with their little hammock overlooking the lake there, I was jealous. I sped this up a little bit just because it's kind of a longer little clip, but on the left and on the right, we're coming to the point where this is that little peninsula I was talking about, and you got beach after beach after beach on each side of it. So just absolutely gorgeous out here, guys. As you can see, just people having a good time just laying out there in the sun. Finally, it was a nice warm day and people were out and about. this guy out in the kayak on this beautiful day, and look at that water, just nice and calm. Once again, super jealous of this guy. I'm ready to bust out my kayak as well. You got a little tugboat there just pushing that little barge. Pretty cool. So you can see out in the water there's two ferries. And these ferries, actually, you can purchase tickets and hop on them, and they give you a tour around Coeur Lake. And they're right next to the Coeur Resort there. But they have, you can purchase like hot chocolate, adult beverages, and they also have some snacks, and just enjoy the beautiful view. So this trail is pet friendly. At the very beginning, it showed that your dog must be on a leash and you have to clean up after it if it decides to go to the bathroom. But the trail is pretty nice, and you see quite a few dogs, and this giant horse of a dog here, this Mastiff, who was a really nice dog though. The owners let me take a couple pictures of him. He was super excited. So this is one of the two areas that are pretty muddy. Once you kind of start making the bend and you're kind of getting away from the lake, it starts getting a little bit muddier. I guess because of the snow melt just coming off and the sun's not hitting it directly. But right before you hit this bridge, you got that little mud pile. But there's another little spot up here where I'll show you. So as we come across on the east side of the trail, we start going uphill a little bit, and total elevation is 288 feet. And then we come across this little bridge. Pretty cool. Just something different on the trail. Kids enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But nothing crazy about it. Just going across this little bridge. But there's a little bridge, and who doesn't like going across a bridge? So at marker 21 is where we come across another muddy area here. You can go off the edges a little bit on the sides and you'll be fine, but just another section here where it's muddy. So as you start coming down off that hill, you got to go across this little road and straight across. It's hard to see, but there you go. You can see it says 24, marker 24. There was some people that went off to the right that got mixed up, but you got to make sure you shoot across the road. And I'm just kind of going off the path here. There was a little path off the main path, but you have an overview of the basketball courts there. It looks like possibly tennis courts off to the left a little bit, and the play area there for the kids. And this is the same park that we started at. So even though this was a short little hike, I mean, the family and I really enjoyed it. We had some beautiful scenery around here, and I would recommend this to anybody that happens to be in the area. And if you're going to be at the park, you might as well go on this little hike with your family. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, hit subscribe, click on notifications, receive notification on upload new videos, and thanks again for tuning in to Maximo Outdoors.